Welcome to A-Level and AP Physics, a place where you can improve your understanding of physics with confidence. In the previous video, we have discussed about potential divider. I have already explained to you what is potential divider, why do we need to use potential divider circuit, and also I have explained to you how to derive a general equation for potential divider circuit to find the voltage across any resistor in potential divider circuit. In this video, we will do some practice problems on potential divider to understand potential divider in depth. Let's try to answer this question now. In the previous video, we have covered the basics of potential divider. So first of all, let me write down the general formula for potential divider. Let's say if we have resistor 1 and the resistance of that resistor is R1 and we need to find the voltage across that resistor. So what we need to do is we just need to divide that resistance by total resistance and we need to multiply with the voltage of power supply. So in this case, for example, we have two resistors. We can name them. First of all, I can say this is R1 and this name is already given. I will say this is R2. Now, if the what question is asking us, the range of V out. If the resistance of this resistor is set from 0 ohms to 40 ohms. So first of all, let's try to find out what is V out when R2 is equal to 0 ohm. This is very straightforward, but still we can use the formula. So we can say V2 or we can say this is V out. That will be equal to R2 over R1 plus R2. We need to multiply with voltage of power supply. So in this case, this is 0. So we have 0 plus 10, or 1 is equal to 10. And we need to multiply with the power supply voltage, that is equal to 10. So our answer will be 0. This is just very straightforward. Now, in the second case, if the resistance R2, for example, is equal to 40 ohm. So how we can find V out? So we have to follow the same steps. So in this case, we need to divide 40 by 10 plus 40. Yeah, I'm just talking about, just keep this formula in your mind, this one. So we will simply multiply with voltage of power supply. This is 10 volt. And if we solve this one, we will get 8 volt. So now we can see the range actually. In this case, if you look at the range actually, so the range is from 0 volt to 8 volts. Here is another question. Let's try to answer this now. This question is, first of all, is asking us to find the potential difference between points A and B. So how we can find the potential difference between points A and B? It's just based on the same principle, same procedure as we did in the previous question. So let's try to answer now. So first thing we need to understand, where are points A and B? Here you can see we have points A and B. And the resistance between these 2 points is equal to 2000. So we need to write down the resistance between these 2 points first of all, then divided by the total resistance. So you have to divide this total resistance. So in this case, the total resistance is 500 plus 2000. So here we have, so we have to multiply with voltage of power supply. So if we just multiply this one, just use calculator, you will get that is equal to 4.8 volts. So this is our answer for part A. So this is part A. This is how we can answer. Now let's go to next one and try to answer. So the next question is asking us find the potential difference between point C and D. So again, we have point C here and this is point D. But this question is divided into 3 parts. First of all, if R is equal to, the first case is that if R is equal to 200 ohms, so what is the voltage across these 2 points? So we can find CD, that will be equal to 200 divided by here the resistance, total resistance. So we have 200 plus 400. So we need to multiply with power supply voltage, that is again 6 volt. So if we solve this one, we will get our answer is 2 volt. 2 volt. So this is how we can answer this part. In the second case, as this is the second case, it's 400. So in the second case, if R is equal to 400, is equal to 400 ohms, so how we can find VCD, the voltage across C and D? So again, follow the same step. This is 400 divided by 400 plus 400. So this is just, we can just, by looking at this question, we can answer, because resistance is the same. It means they have the same voltage. So voltage is divided into two parts, battery voltage. So just, if you want to do with calculation, if you're more comfortable, just multiply. And in this case, your answer will be 3 volts. And the last part actually is asking us to find VCD again if R is equal to 1600 ohms. You see, this resistance is 4 times of that. So you can just answer by ratio, but if you want to follow the steps with calculation, we can also answer like this. So we have 1600, and this is divided by 1600, plus we have 400. We need to just multiply with voltage of power supply, that is equal to 6. If we solve, just use calculator, plug in values, and you will get your answer. So answer in this case is 4.8 volts. And I hope that now you're more familiar with problem solving, especially about potential divider. So that's all for this video.